There comes a time when the world feels too loud, too busy, too full of noise disguised as meaning. You scroll, you move, you chase, and still there's this hollow ring inside you. You start to wonder if maybe the world outside isn't where you'll find what you're looking for. And so you stop, you stay home, not as an act of laziness or fear, but as a declaration of peace. Because sometimes staying home isn't about isolation. It's about recalibration. The Stoics understood this deeply. They knew that the greatest journeys aren't taken across continents. They're taken within the self. Seneca once wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." And that's what staying home really is. A retreat. Not from life, but into it. When you sit with your thoughts long enough, you start to see the truth. You've been running from yourself, not toward your purpose, and the home, the quiet, simple, sacred space, becomes the training ground for mastery. The first Stoic truth about staying home is solitude builds strength, not weakness. We live in a culture that praises movement, new places, new people, new everything. But motion isn't the same as progress. Noise isn't the same as life. You can wander the whole world and still never meet yourself. Epictetus taught, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In other words, don't fear solitude. Others might call it boring, but it's where the mind sharpens, because when you're home and it's quiet, the mind has nowhere to hide. You start to hear your own thoughts again. You start to see what really matters, that silence people run from. That's where growth begins, and that's why staying home isn't avoidance. It's training. It's where you learn to stand alone without feeling lonely. The second truth, stillness teaches clarity. When you stop constantly reacting to the outside world, you start responding from within. You start noticing the patterns in your thoughts, the ones that create anxiety, the ones that drive impulsiveness. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." And that's exactly what happens when you stay home. You reclaim that power. No traffic, no chatter, no crowd. Just space, space to think, space to breathe. Space to feel again without distraction. We think clarity comes from doing more, but often it's found in doing less. When the noise dies down, your priorities reorder themselves. You stop chasing validation and start living by your own rhythm. You stop seeking applause and start seeking truth. And truth doesn't shout, it whispers. You only hear it when you're still. The third Stoic lesson, home is the temple of discipline. Most people confuse freedom with lack of structure, but the Stoics knew true freedom is self-control. When you stay home, the world's structure disappears. No boss watching, no schedule pushing, just you and the choices you make. That's where real character is built. Seneca said, "No man is free who is a slave to his passions." At home, those passions reveal themselves. The scrolling, the procrastination, the endless escape loops. And if you face them head on, you start to reclaim your willpower. You build habits that last. You learn to govern yourself. Home becomes your dojo, your gym for the soul. It's where you train the muscle of focus, patience, and consistency. Qualities that crumble in distraction but thrive in stillness. And once you've mastered yourself in the quiet, you become unshakable in the noise. The fourth truth, solitude reveals your real relationships. When you're constantly surrounded by people, it's easy to mistake proximity for connection. But when you stay home, when you spend time alone, the fog lifts. You start to see who truly values you, not for what you give, But for who you are, Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If your thoughts are calm, patient, grounded, your circle will reflect that. If your thoughts are frantic, needy, restless, your connections will mirror that too. When you spend time alone, you recalibrate your energy. You stop accepting half commitments and shallow company. You stop clinging to people who drain you, but because being alone is no longer frightening. It's familiar. And from that place, you attract people who value peace, not drama. That's how solitude becomes strength. It filters your circle until only truth remains. The fifth Stoic lesson. Home teaches gratitude for simplicity. When you're always chasing new experiences, you forget how sacred the ordinary is. The smell of your morning coffee, the quiet hum of the rain outside, the sunlight cutting through your window. Stoics believed happiness was not in abundance, but appreciation. Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When you stay home, you start to see that truth come alive. You realize how much beauty lives in small things you once overlooked. Simple meal becomes enough. A book becomes a journey. A walk in your own neighborhood feels like meditation. The world doesn't have to get bigger. Your awareness just has to deepen. And in that realization, gratitude blooms. You stop craving and start cherishing. The sixth Stoic truth. The world is reflected in your inner room. If your surroundings are chaotic, your mind often mirrors it. When you take care of your space, when you keep your home clean, peaceful and intentional, you're not just tidying up objects. You're organizing your mind. Seneca once said, order is the shape upon which beauty depends. That applies to your surroundings just as much as your soul. When you make your home your sanctuary, your thinking becomes sharper, your energy steadier, and soon you realize the peace you build inside your home expands. Outward, the Stoic didn't need palaces to feel calm. They created stillness in every room they walked into. You can do the same. Your home can become your temple, not through possessions, but through presence. The seventh and final truth, staying home is how you return to yourself. In a world obsessed with going everywhere, few people know where they actually belong. They think peace lives in distant countries, in promotions, in validation, but it's been sitting right here, waiting within their own walls. Marcus Aurelius said, men seek retreats for themselves, in the country, by the sea, in the hills, but it is in your own mind that you can find retreat at any time. You don't have to escape life to find peace. You just have to slow down enough to see. It's staying home reminds you that you already have everything. You need to begin again. That solitude isn't exile, it's a return. And when you come back to yourself, you stop being lost anywhere else. You start building dreams quietly, not broadcasting them. You start reading more, learning more, reflecting more. You start finding contentment not in movement, but in meaning. And one day you'll realize the home you once thought confined you actually freed you. Because in that stillness, you found the one thing the outside world could never give, yourself. So tonight, when the noise outside pulls at you, when you feel the itch to run, to scroll, to escape, remember what the Stoics knew. Peace is not out there, it's right where you are, in your room, in your breath, in your quiet. Awareness. Don't rush to live somewhere else before you've truly lived within yourself, because staying home isn't wasting time. It's investing it. It's building a foundation so unshakable that when the world calls again, you'll walk out calm, not desperate, prepared, not distracted. The Stoic doesn't hide from the world. They prepare for it in silence, in solitude, in stillness. And when they finally step outside, they carry that peace with them. If this message resonates with you, share your thoughts below. Tell me, have you ever found strength in solitude? And if you're walking the Stoic path, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Spark, hit the bell icon, and keep returning here, where we don't just chase success, we cultivate stillness, because sometimes the best thing you can do for your future is stay home and master your present.